So much work, so little time. I don't know what we're getting into today, guys, but welcome back to Hustle House. We're gonna start something, and we're not real sure. We're trying to find some. Oh, this is so cute. Ain't it just a tiny slip? Oh no! Wow, we might find something we might be working on today. What is that? Oh no! That's just not acceptable. Alrighty. Wow, honey.
Daggone.
Ah, there you are. Hey, I think I found our project. How's our fire doing?
That's cold out there, sweet mama.
Did you get the fire going good?
I'm tired of fighting with that fire. We're just gonna have the cold. So, I mean, we got the noise without the heat, you know.
That's all we need.
At least we got one of the two, right? We got the noise.
Well, now I think we found the project. Hey, what is this? This got like an oil leak or something. What is that?
Fear not, sweet mama. That was from Ken's truck that we pulled out that's got Poncho's engine in it.
Oh.
So I blame Poncho for that mess.
Now. Be
but,
nice.
Hey, this thing is in here for an oil pan replacement.
Oh, okay.
So it
that
is.
Makes sense.
But anyway, hey everybody watching. How you doing? Hey, a couple of you guys, and by a couple I mean two, in the comments wanted to know.
Hey, their lives matter too.
Yeah. Y'all seen us dragging the Barracuda in and out with this thing? Can I speak now? Anywho's, what was I saying? Oh, y'all seen us dragging stuff in and out with this thing and whatnot, seen it in the background, and yeah, you want to know a little bit more about it. So here we are. It's Thanksgiving week. We got like one day to film y'all a video for next week. So this thing needs an oil pan changed on it. So I figured, well, we could maybe get that done in a day, you know, in my mind at least. Probably take a week, but we can try to get it done in a day. And we can just send her right back outside in the cold, you know, where it came from.
Well, that's smart thinking. One thing off the list.
But I'm going to tell you the whole backstory on this thing, but I got to get busy. I got to get to working. I'll tell you while I'm working.
What in the world are you doing?
Well, you know how it is around here. 50 cars and 2 batteries, you know.
So cute.
I got to get her squared up now. And have her hanging all cattywampus off the lift.
Man, Poncho really was leaking.
Uh-huh.
I mean, jeez.
Yes, ma'am. You get that old, you'll be leaking from the backside too, sweet mama.
50 years is this pretty long. Just throw her around like you own her or something.
It's almost too small to fit on a lift. Hey, apologies everybody. It's like we got the heat rolling. Well, we got the fan rolling. There's no heat. It's just a fan. But we're going to try to edit it out. If you hear it, we apologize. But we got, sweet mama wants to fly south, you know, and I want to stay here and work. So I got to try to make some heat. All right, we got the rack set. Have a look at what we're working on here. Yeah, buddy. Look at all the horsepowers underneath there, sweet mama.
Looks like gerbils to me.
Oh, hey, you know, you rode in this thing. It'll just slam you right back in this. You can almost feel the wind blow through the window when it's down. You know, when
yeah, I don't need my Flintstone feet or nothing.
Oh, look at that big hub performance belt. I bought this thing out of an old auction house. It sat there forever. The engine that was in it, well, it locked up. It was a straight 6 flathead, and couldn't get it undone. Here, the cylinder, one of the cylinders split, froze and split, and the engine was junk. So my buddy hooked me up with a 4-cylinder out of an old Willys Jeepster. We've been running it ever since. This thing runs like a top. It idles. It's pretty awesome. But as I said, it was from a Jeepster, and it's got a different oil pan in it. It's got a flat oil pan on the bottom with like a real thick skid plate and whatnot. Well, it doesn't jive with the steering system in this old Henry J. The engine's actually laying on the steering. We drive it anyhow, you know. My fear is we'll hit a bump one day and we'll just rip all the steering off of it, and the wheels will go this way and we'll go in a ditch, and I'll lose one of my most favorite vehicles that ever existed. So I got on the old marketplace and I found a couple oil pans for a Henry J that fit this engine, and we got a gasket, and that's all we got. We don't have any oil, don't have a filter, anything.
Oh no, she ain't getting the used crap, is she?
I just want to get what we got. I think that oil's probably got like 50 miles on it. We'll probably change the oil, but probably skip the filter. Like I said, probably 50 miles on it, tops.
Looks like she's lacking a battery while you're at it.
Well,
Where are you going to get that from?
everything else around here, you know, it's a 6 volts. We just slam a 12 volt in it. You know, 12's better than 6, right?
Nice.
But hey, check this baby out. I mean, it's original paint. The hood may or may not be. I think it sat in a building close to the door with the hood up forever. So the hood didn't take the weather that the fenders and whatnot did. So I think that's why that looks like that. Maybe not. Maybe not. But anywho's, I'm talking natural patina, baby. I think the only rust in the car is in the rockers. And if any of y'all's familiar with Henry J's, the rockers unbolt. They have screws. You take the bolts out and you put a new one on. Same with quarter panels. They unbolt, you put a new one on and get down the road. But we can have new rockers if we ever choose to change them. I refuse because they're original. As I said, it's got original floors in it. Glass is getting busted here and there. This fancy glass here, somebody made it out of plexiglass or something.
It works.
Yeah, it works. I do have a glass for this, but I don't have the seal, so this is not leaking. It's good enough for me. This is the early Henry J, the one without the trunk in it. You have to lay the seat down and crawl in to get in the trunk, right? These are arguably a little more desirable than the cars with the trunk. It's got the round tail lights. The later models had them cut into the tops. I'm just going to put it out there. I like the 51s better than any of them. I like them all, but these things are pretty cool. Coming around this side, it's similar. This door's a little caved in, but it's never going to get a different one.
She's all original.
She's all original. Back bumper, well, not going to say we might not have did some of that with the way we treat stuff around here, but let's say we did. Well, guilty by association, sweetheart.
Alrighty then.
Big, massive, tuned exhaust on it. But enough of that. It's getting late, and Sweet Mama's cold, and she wants me to hurry up, so.
My Tootsies are cold.
Hey, look inside real quick.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
Yep, look at them original floors. They're not beautiful, but there's not holes in them neither. A couple of little moth holes in this front seat there where they've been chewing at it. This thing just tickles me clear to death, guys.
Still got all the original interior.
We did not and have yet been able to find a fuel tank for this thing. So you'll see back through the back window here that the back of the car is a fuel cell. I do not care for that whatsoever. I would like to find an original tank for this thing, but just ain't got the jingle to be spending $400 or $500 that they want for original tank. So,
especially around Christmas.
Yeah. Any y'all got one out there that's like salvageable? Let us know. We'd be interested in it. Well, turns out the front end's every bit as shot as I thought it was. But I wanted to point out, these cars came with a 15-inch wheel on them. And, well, I didn't have any 15-inch tire, but I did have a set of nice bias ply Tiger Paws in a 14-inch. So we painted up a set of wheels, and it's got 14-inch tires on it. Yeah, someday we'd like to get her back to the 15s, maybe little skinnies on the front, maybe some fatties on the back. I don't know. That's for another conversation.
Safety first.
All right, better throw these under here. I don't want this car falling down and mess my hair up.
Smash my little head.
Yeah. Well, we got all that safety crap out of the way.
Take the time to do it, guys. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Just save a life.
It is. Yeah, you don't want to get no headaches from stuff falling on your head. Looks like we put wheel cylinders and brake hoses on this at one time. Here's the oil pan I was telling y'all about. See, it's just got a flat, no bumps, nothing in here, and well, the steering's just rubbing or raw. So we got another pan that's got this here. Actually got two of them to pick from over there. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch that out. We're gonna have to probably make something for a pickup tube unless it's somehow luckily right in the center of the pan. This baby's leaking a little bit of oil. I thought she was...
Yeah, and you blamed it on Poncho. All of it.
I ain't afraid to point the finger. But looks like a new master cylinder on it. Wheel cylinders, brake hoses. And it looks like somebody stuck a new little piece of exhaust on there, Sweet Mama. We've been busy.
Was that us? I don't remember that.
This thing's got an overdrive transmission in it. I didn't know that. I mean, I probably knew that, but I forgot. Be slamming around in overdrive going up and down the mountain.
Yeah, instead of using our feet.
Yeah. Emergency brake is holding the muffler up. Maybe that's why it ain't got no power, honey. What else we got going on? Look at that majestic exhaust system. Will you look at that? I mean, that's my finger.
Was that like an intro hit or something?
I think it's, yeah, it's nothing to brag about. Back wheel cylinders, looks like we must have reused the original somehow. Looks like it's got new lines to the back, except for the rubber line. So that's safe. Pinion seals, probably smoke clear out of it. Probably ought to check that. Yep.
She's leaking everywhere.
What we got here? Looks like a gear ratio tag, 41 and 9. What's that? 4110 is a 410, right? So it's probably pretty close to that. She's got some gear in her now. She's ready for high performance activities.
I know, we were back here now. There's a zip tie over there holding that line.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a direct indication of our presence. The frame looks good. A little bit of dirt dauber action here and there, but let that bother you none. Look, the original spare tire well is still in it, not all rotted out. Original floor in the back is still there. This baby's nice, guys. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because I know that these things fell apart when they were young. Young. I guess the reason for it was, rumor is that they were made out of cheap metal and they fell apart when they were basically new. But somehow this one was saved.
Survived.
She's a survivor. You can tell we put the fuel cell in it by the...
There you have it, guys. We did it again.
Hardware selection there. Might have something to do with that. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to see down here. I mean, there's no rust to be seen. Put it that way. No rust holes.
Funky hole. Oh, so, okay. Never mind.
Hey, check these body mounts out.
The gas tank.
They just bolt right down through a little snippy dude out here. And when you're driving this car, you can hear all the body mounts just rattling around, you know. I think they're all...
They don't go fast enough to bother us.
Like that. Yeah, we don't go fast enough to go around a corner and a body fall off or anything anyhow.
What's a lot of sludge on your rear end, honey?
Yes, man.
You might want to clean that up.
Back to transmission's not much different. Feels like shellac. Like molasses or something. Looks like it might be coming out the thing there. It's an easy fix. I don't know. Probably not gonna fix it though. Yeah, guys, I was afraid of see if the wheels come up, like you hit a bump, and this smacks the oil pan, and this breaks this off of here or something. You know, that could be detrimental to the sport of drag racing right there.
The old health be involved.
Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, we got to fix that. Looks like it's going to be awful tight up in here. It might not make it out of there. It might have to pull the motor out, honey. What do you think?
What?
You ready for all that? I ain't. I don't like that. Look how tight that is.
So a 15, 20-minute job might turn into actual weeks.
I think this might have just turned into a nightmare before one wrench was turned, honey. So I think what we're going to do is I'm not even going to torment myself trying to get that pan out. It's not going to happen. I think what we're going to do is undo everything we can while it's on the lift. Probably push it back, get the engine hoist out here, and pull that engine out.
Crap.
Dang it!
Any other vehicle in order pan change is easy. That's why I was like, oh, it's going to be fun.
Sorry, sweet mama.
My bad.
Dang it! I have silent dreams of putting a V8 in this car someday, but there's just something I just can't. It'd break my heart to cut it up, you know what I mean? Because it's so clean. But I'm still probably going to cut it up.
She's all original. Why would you do that?
I know. I mean, I just want a little, like a L60 on the back of it or something, you know. And
we've had enough gas hogs.
Like a shaft blown Hemi or something in it, you know what I mean? Hey, we went up Canyon Hill on this, you recall? And it went like a half mile an hour. And I asked you to get out and push while I drove. And you didn't.
Flintstoning it,
but we made it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a lot to do with my logic with that one. I will say, we do have like a pretty ultimate period correct engine swap for this thing. I'm not going to say what it is, but...
Spray the ratchet, thing's going to break.
Oh, well, that's stuck forever. There we go. The problem with these old Henry J's is the steering column. It's kind of right in the middle of the engine compartment. So any engine with any mass is going to run you into trouble with the steering. Yeah, it takes you further down the old rabbit hole when it comes to keeping stuff kind of original, you know? Yeah, I can't wait till this thing rips the flesh right off, clear to the bone. That's what I'm waiting for. On the other hand, I am on the second bolt, and it's already giving me trouble. I will take a torch to this thing. I'm telling you right now. And I will put a shaft-driven Hemi right in underneath the hood.
Taking offers.
Yeah, anybody want to buy some original floors? Because I'm about to torch them right out and drop them right on the floor. Just kidding. Can't do that. I would like the bolt to come out, though. Back, go on, who tightened that up? Is that you, sweet mama?
I tried not to.
Uh-huh.
You know, I get whenever I feel like women aren't as strong as men. Have to give it the extra ugga
Yeah,
dugga.
you gotta show off and stuff all the time, you know?
Dang! Just tear it up.
You gotta give her what for, sweet mama? Man, no, you ain't playing no games. Games full or not, you just gotta keep on going, you know?
Oh, the more you talk, the more she's gonna be angry and drag us out for weeks.
Come on now. Who tightened these bolts up? Must have been afraid that this 40 horsepower would just shred them bell housing bolts right in half, you know? Starter bolt A. That baby out of there. Looks like I'll have to take that old temperature sender little switch out of there to get that bolt. Wow. Yeah, I thought, I mean, I had hinklings in my head while I'm laying in bed that this would be easy to work on, but this thing is not. This thing is not. I must have been in a much better mood when I did put this thing together. I'm just wanting to go home right now. Can't get this monster out of here.
You get it off or break it off?
I just naturally got to have the wrong size wrench here. Can't come under the car with the right one, can you? No. Nope, don't do that. Oh yeah, that was tight. I didn't want that flying off there neither. How come it fits one side, not the other, when it's a square bolt? The wrong size on it and go with it anyway. That's what I'm going to do. Dig it. Dig that struggle bus. Oh yeah.
All I saw was a hand.
Mm-hmm.
You got something.
Looks brand new.
Man, that looks dirty as crap. See with those hard to reach spots.
Don't know how I'm going to get a wrench on it, but... Ow. Yep, that was a nail that just penetrated my flesh. A household, put your roof on kind of nail.
You're really trying to go up in that little baby spot.
Oh yeah. You know, I got to do what I got to do. You know, there's a bolt there and it's got to come out. Whether it's in a baby spot or a monster massive spot, I've got to get up in there and I've got to get the bolt out, you know? Mm-hmm. That's all I can do about that. Problem is, it might be easier to get from the top, I don't know. But once I leave it down, I have to put it back up if it ain't. I want to do all that extra work. This thing thinks it's going to keep doing me like this. I'll tell you what.
Go give an attitude of adjustment.
It's not going to be my little friend, I'll tell you.
Aw. It's going to hurt your feel-goods, honey.
Just trying to be nice here, you know? Mm-hmm. Just trying to do the right thing by her.
Yep.
What do I get? What do I get in return?
The shaft. Did you tell these people it was going to be a short video?
I think I did.
Oh.
I'm glad they made them fine thread too, you know, so I can just sit here and crank on all day and get like not even halfway off.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Make me mad. Yep, whole thing's turning. Did Keebler Elves build this car? Whose hand fit in there to put that bolt and nut on it?
Maybe it was a midget.
Whose hands are that little? Nobody's. Yep, you just keep laughing at me, Bolt. Just keep laughing. Guess who's not going to be around for round two? Because you're not going back in there. Nah. Nah, you will be sitting on the bench for the rest of your life. I'll throw you right in the garbage as soon as you come out. Well, I was about to lose my mind up in here, up in here, up in here. Sweet mama held her tongue just right. She got a wrench on the bolt. Thank you, sweet mama. It's about went out of my mind getting that thing out of there.
Well, I had the little hand you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Not yet. That's easy.
You feel powerful, don't you?
I do. Feel in control all of a sudden. Oh. Look at that.
First try.
Shoot.
Way to go, love.
That's the way it ought to be. We didn't have a lift when we put this engine in or anything. I think we barely had a jack or jack stands. So, like, we put this engine in on the ground, and, like, I didn't know that the oil pan was going to hit until after it hit, you know, when we started driving it and it was all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Then I realized it. So, had I known,
she's a walker, all right.
had I paid more attention, I might have, like, left the engine out until I got an oil pan for it. But that wasn't how the cookie crumbled.
Well, you instantly think the little 4 cylinders of the little guys are easy to work with. So
Yeah,
you feel like,
you'd think something from the
It
50s would be a breeze, you know?
yeah. So you get the little small spaces.
Well, you know how it is. You factor a hustle house in there, you know the struggle bus is coming. All right. I don't see a whole lot more we can get from underneath here, Mama. I guess we can put it down and I can relax while I lay on the fenders. Hey, I remember having this hood off one time, and even the hood was hard to get on. It's got like a weird hinge that bolts on the side and up here. You can see I totally failed. I didn't make the stud.
Ooh.
Yeah, swolled it. But we'll get to fight with that again, that's awesome. Oh, that's spring loaded. Oh yeah.
Now, I was going to help you. Ooh, like Evo.
Old dirt dauber's got us again, sweet mama.
Oh, that looks like a freaking desert. That don't look like just one dirt
Oh,
dauber.
there it is. Here comes the flow.
Already?
Yeah, that looks like straight water.
Aw, look at you hitting the bucket.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I was about to say there wasn't much in there.
Give her some flow max in her.
Definitely weak sauce.
Yep.
Probably froze up in the winter.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
To be continued.
How about the wiring in this thing, sweet mama?
I think it looks cute.
Remember the time we were cruising up the mountain going to Mill Run Car Show and this thing? And it shut off?
Yeah.
And there we were along a road
Oh, yeah.
with questionable license and registration?
No tools, nothing.
Nothing. We were broke down, flat, dead along the road in this thing.
We were heading to a car show.
We were, up Mill Run. We went the back way up through the mountains, safely, you know, mountains.
Didn't get pulled over, no fine. Thank God.
Anyway, this baby shut off, and your sweet mama found a fix for it. The coil wire was, I think it was shorted out back here or something. Shorted out on that clamp or something. Shuts right down. The wiring in this thing is atrocious. It's
One of the spark plug wires was right on top of the motor and was like kind of melting out, getting hot.
yeah. She's got multiple issues when it comes to electricals on this thing.
But we had a fingernail file. We were able to fix it.
We did fix it.
That's all we needed.
Yeah, yep. Memories. Played around long enough, sweet mama.
I was about to say, when you're breaking out those power tools, no sense waiting. Make your lesson now.
Oh, that worked out. Oh, dirt daubers. Look at that.
Aw, look at that little spaceship. Isn't it so cute, honey? It looks like water. No, seriously, that don't even look like that.
Well, how's that in a different size?
I don't know, but I bet you everybody's going to be curious about that. You
What's
know
that?
you are. You can't have the same bolt for
What are you
anything.
gawking at?
That! It looks so cute.
Yep,
It looks like water, though.
that's probably got some water in it.
It
Yep.
don't look like gas at all.
Yep.
Get in there nice and deep, honey. You did it. Nice and deep like.
Get in there nice and deep like.
I got to take this clamp off of here. I got to do it.
The bugging you.
Yeah, look at that thing, huh?
Oh, that looks cute. I like that.
Shoot.
That's fancy.
Custom or what?
Yeah.
Hey, update everybody.
What?
Last video, if y'all tuned into it, said we was going to put the Barracuda up for sale. Well, we did.
Sadly.
Well, little story behind that. It's still for sale. What happened was, a good buddy of mine wanted to come look at the car, so I gave him dibs, you know. So a good buddy's here, and he's like, hey man, that thing's pretty cool and all, but I kind of like that Dart you got over there better. The 70 green 70 Dart we got, the Copart Dart. I'm like, well man.
He's got a motor to put in it.
Yeah, he's actually looking for he's actually looking for a body to put a 340 in that he's got, which is why he wanted the Barracuda. All right. Problem with that is, I really didn't want to sell the Barracuda, to be honest. So I'm like, hey, let me hook you up with this Dart. It's got a super clean body on it, burnt in the front. You can, you know, so we made a deal on the Dart that hasn't come to fruition yet. So the Barracuda's back on the market, basically, is what I'm saying. So
It's off the holding block.
yeah, but we're not taking no less than the asking price. The reason for getting rid of the Dart or the Barracuda, whichever comes first, is we might start offering some merch. No, it's not to buy doggy num-nums. We wasn't talking about you.
Yes.
But yeah, we thought about maybe opening up a little merch store, you know. I think it might be a little bit early in our YouTube kind of venture, but might get our feet wet with some decals maybe, and some keychains, maybe some
Stickers that we've already got.
yeah, we did buy a bunch of stickers.
We just haven't posted yet because we're just not sure yet.
Yeah,
Maybe we wait and give a little options.
Yeah, maybe give us some input, guys. What do you think about a little bit of
Car
Hustle
sense.
House Performance Automotive merch, huh? We got some ideas for some shirts.
We're going to probably stick what with the logos, you said? Do basic right now to see how
Yeah,
it
do
goes?
a basic shirt, you know, something we could sell you guys cheap, just to gauge what kind of interest is in that kind of thing before we go spending. There's probably a minimum. You got to buy like 1,000 shirts or something, 500, and like we'll just have to mortgage the house to get a couple shirts that may or may not sell, you know. So we're trying to do it by feel. If any of you guys feel like comment, maybe let us know what you think about some merch, if you'd be interested or not. You know?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Input's always awesome.
Yes, ma'am, because we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Dang, honey. I was about to say, you want me to break out the referee shirt?
Kind of hurt a little bit. Make me hurt.
Girlie, what do you want? You're like messing everything up. What do you want? Huh? She's like, if you want me to stay quiet in your videos, give me some snacks. Oh. That looks like it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Well, yeah, I just like making heavy stuff noises, you know?
Yeah.
I just
Back
make my
around.
face red like this on demand. You know what I mean? Get all these whatnots out of my hair here.
Daggone, I know we're going to take it completely apart. I guess you got to take one side or the other off, huh? Good thing you're all over it, honey.
Yes, ma'am, you leave it up to me. You make all the hard
I'd
choices.
say busting your butt to do it, but you know, you're not close to the same thing.
Satisfying. What we got it back here?
Why does that look like a daggone sprinkler drain or something? A little faucet turner off the thing.
Primitive technology, mama.
Well, I think it looks fancy and cute.
It was a good idea at the time. Good idea at the time.
I just think you should leave it. If it ain't leaking, just leave it.
I ain't touching it. I'm not touching. I touched it. I'm not going to touch it again. That's what I mean. Yeah, sometimes in these old vehicles, you know, you didn't have a whole lot of control over the heater. So you'd be rolling around 4th of July, just sweat pouring off your brow, you know? You just come out here and turn that baby down and just eliminate all your problems, you know?
That's awesome.
They're all going, yep. Mercy.
Daggone,
Sakes
love.
alive.
Poke somebody's eye out with that screwdriver.
Put some Loctite or something on that. What's going on? That went right in my mouth.
Tastes like chicken?
Oh, look at that. What kind of boat is that?
I knew you could.
My fingers won't hold it.
Never doubted it.
How's it a 1/2 inch here and like 5/8 or something over here? That happen anymore?
That's a mystery.
Yep. So much of this hardware I can drop down there in that antifreeze bucket. Somebody tell me the reason for that giant head on that boat. I just got to know it. Just a hint, maybe?
Looks like it belongs on a diesel. Daggone.
I guess you'll never forget what boat goes where when you got stuff like that, you know? Ow! Ow, it's heavy and it broke my finger. Ow!
Ah, that looks like a heavy little thing.
Yeah.
Was that like 25 pounds?
Don't ask my finger how much it weighs. It'll tell you 1,000.
Getting down to the nitty gritty, are ya?
I am. I don't know. I might have to break this wire in half here.
What?
By the looks of it. I don't know.
That's not how we rock and roll in here.
You look like this nut was ever off of here, in my opinion. What's going on here? Maybe I just left this thing dangle when we put the motor in last time. I don't know. But I need to get this off of here. This starter, sometimes the Bendix doesn't click out on it. It would like grind, you know, you gotta give her a time or two.
A little love tap.
Yeah, maybe we can spray some oil up in there and loosen her up.
Okay, gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's some funk in there. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I could spray it and it would work better. What do they call that? Maintenance or something. I don't know. All right, we're getting close on this side, sweet mama. I think I got another bolt right here that can laugh at me as I try to get it out.
Aww.
And we got the coil wire. And my reservation's taking this nut off this distributor here. And at least one or two vehicles I've worked on in the past, this stud here was rigged up, you know. Probably turned into a nightmare when I try to put the wire back on, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, it's tight. I'm trying to say. What the we can do, mama.
You're doing a fine job.
Yeah. Made the sweat come out of my forehead a little bit, but got her now. Well, now the whole thing's turning. The joy it's bringing me today.
Oh boy.
Can't reach nothing.
Oh, what's that?
It's my giant stepping stool here.
Aw.
You gotta step up on the ginormous stepping stool. If you ever plan to get her out of here.
I don't like that country song. What?
Yup. Ooh.
Well, you could have put that back in a bottle, you know.
I ain't got time to play with no bottle. Shoot. I'm a smart person around here. I gotta get moving.
Jeez.
Oh, backwards. Oh! Shorter than I thought. Me by surprise.
No, I don't underestimate those short ones. Let me tell you. Ah.
I ain't gonna say I'm the one that made that little bracket there, but
I was about to say that looks like a homemade.
that was me.
That's awesome, honey. It looks great. You feel the need to grind that off in case you like run your elbow or something against it?
You know. What else we got? There got to be a bell bolt down there to like torture me half to death. It's got to be one in there. Seeing as how you can't get to it. Yep, I can see it.
You see what?
I can't touch it, but I can see it. It's gonna be great.
Good.
Let me try to find something else it needs so I can avoid that for a little bit.
I thought you had gas, honey.
So thankful for a double jointed middle finger knuckle.
Aw.
Otherwise, I'd have never got that bolt out of there. There's another bolt down there.
Nah. Wash your paint on the walls.
Can y'all see all this?
They see the lovely splendor.
Sweet mama's got such a big heart that she can't leave the cars out in the cold. Like they're pets, you know?
It's snowing.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a good place to hook the intake so you can break it right in half whenever you try to pull the motor out. Jerk it right out of there is what I'll do. Jerk it plumb out of there. Right quick and in a hurry.
Why does it feel like somebody's eyeball's about to come out?
What's these mouths doing, honey? Ooh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That one's ripped clean in half. Plumb in half, it's ripped, but that's okay. Just put that there so it don't strike me in the face when it comes out above my head. Now what?
I love when you do salsa.
Why is it teasing me so? It's coming. Let me get a big crawdaddy behind it. Take the oil pants in the cross member.
What? Already?
Ooh, see that?
I saw a big old movement there. Take it, Daddy didn't pry hard enough.
Want to try again?
Never give up, baby. There you go. Oh, wow. Daggone. I'm hearing a lot of unhealthy noises and
I
sounds.
hear some cracking and stuff. What's going on in here?
Stuff not prying and breaking.
It's this thing. We'll get ripped clean off of here. Can't have that. I'm trusting your eyeballs, sweet mama. You might want to gawk them down in the engine compartment for me.
Looks good so far. Just hitting the minimum. Don't mind the leakage.
That's how I planned it. You know, it's leaking right in that pan there. We'll give it a minute. Looky, looky. I think that clutch is about burnt plumb out of it.
What?
Yeah, engaged is cleared the top of the pedal travel. So,
Ain't that the time to have a nice new one on there so it's easier for you?
You know, I figured the 30 horsepower this baby's putting out, that'll probably last forever. And I ain't got to tell you, sweet mama, a new one just ain't in the budget.
There you go.
How's that?
Perfect. Think you made some clearance.
This is easy.
Oh yeah. We'll give it back.
All right, look at that monster old plug, huh?
Is that really necessary?
Oh, any bets on what's going to come out there?
A rat?
Bet she's going to come squirting there when she does come out, huh?
There you
Look at that
go.
water right there.
That ain't gonna be the only thing coming out of there.
A squirter too.
Ah.
I've seen cleaner.
You may have aimed a time or two. Good aiming, baby.
I've seen her arms, legs, or tails coming out, so it's better than what we're used to. There's a lot of oil in that thing.
Yeah.
Hey, check his clutch out.
Might want to push that bucket over there.
You got this smooth shifting clutch in it.
A little bit upside down there.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Look at that little 4-spring little clutch plate in there too. Gee,
She's just a little guy.
just a little feller.
Ah,
All right, get this here thing off of here.
it's just sitting there.
Don't you just love old stuff? That's probably from the 40s, you know? Look
Surprised
at
you didn't
it.
want to clean it up and reuse it.
Look at it. Yeah, no scraping here. Good thing, because Morsky won't send me a super scraper, you know? I mean, he don't know I exist, but he should know that I need one, you know?
Yeah.
So,
It's Christmas time. He should be giving.
seeing as how he's letting us down, it's a good thing this gasket's in good shape. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. That cleaned up pretty good. Looked like might have been some anti-seize on there. Somebody probably did have this thing apart. Check it out. It's got 3 main caps. How cool is that? I'm a believer, honey.
He just made the wish list.
Okay, if we ever get that pan clean, we can throw it on here. Just the outside, not the inside. You can't see the inside, but clean the outside of that pan up and get her throw it up on there. Wow,
Oh,
that
looks
stuff's
you're
on
doing the
there.
right thing.
Hey, go on.
That looks pretty thick. Why does it look like tar or something?
Oh no, that's why I don't clean oil pans on the inside. Well, you talked me into it.
It looks like Laffy Taffy or candy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Taffy Laffy.
See how much better you're gonna feel after you get done with that.
I will feel like my life's complete after this is done. Yeah. Alrighty then.
What you got there? Chocolate milk?
Yeah, we got some Indian head shellac, the best smelling stuff on the planet.
Nice.
And we got the pan all cleaned up. It ain't perfect, but it's cleaner than the other one. Look, Chevelle likes the way it smells too.
Sure looks brand new.
Mmm.
Don't you dare to
Yummy. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That mess maker.
Well, that's just a waste.
Just smear it, guys. This stuff, the more you use, the better, you know? Gotta let it run down the inside of the pan.
Yeah, just a little dribble.
Oh, this stuff smells awesome. I love it. Yeah, don't ever think you'll reuse a quart gasket after putting this on there. That ain't happening, but it does smell cool. And it's got a cool looking little Indian on front. Well, it used to. Alright, how's this go? Let's just be the wrong one. That'd be great. I'm really, really tickled that that pickup tube is the same. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the same, but it works.
Just think how easy that is doing it on the outside than it would be in that car.
Oh my. Normally I would just torment myself and try to do it easier, therefore doing it harder, you know?
Yeah.
I'm glad you talked me out of trying to get that pan out there. Sweet mama.
You're welcome, love cakes. Easy work's all I want to do. Doing a lovely job.
Look what we can do.
Did you find one?
It's completely cross-threaded, but... Yep. Put it in reverse, take it right back out. Oh, mama. Well, I got lucky there. I'm not going to go
No
crazy
kidding.
with that one. Ooh, that one feels like it's stripped.
Well, let's not press our luck. Come on now.
All right, sweet mama, well, we got the pan all buttoned up and got her bolted on there. I think we'll just let her sit tonight and let the Indian head shellac do its thing and go home and watch some Sleeper Dude.
Exactly.
All right, then. Guess that's why they say don't feed your four-cylinder after midnight. You know, they multiply. Daggone, sweet mama.
You took up the whole freaking hole.
I broke 3 shoehorns trying to get it down in there. I got this engine off from my buddy Chippy. Remember Sweet Mama?
Yeah.
And for this car, actually. But I've been since torn to whether or not to chop the car up to put that big motor in there. Keep in mind, I would chop it up tastefully. You know, I would just barely chop it to where, you know.
There's a way to do that.
But the car being in as good a shape as it's in, I still have reservations about that. But I really, really want that in there. To the point that I've maybe lined up a nice 2.4 tunnel ram type intake for this off of a good fellow overseas over there in the UK, I believe. Man, got my mouth of water.
Got your pockets are dry.
My pockets is dry, my mouth is wet. So, yeah, we're gonna have to rip that right back up out of there. I'm gonna have to get that 4-cylinder in there because the videos are due tomorrow. And
At least you can see what it looks like and how it fits.
yeah, now I get to trip over it because I pulled it out of its hidey hole.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit to get it back in there.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back post extraction. a struggle bus stopped back in town just to pick me up, you know. Just like every other day.
How much money you got to buy for those tickets?
They complimentary backseat tickets every day. I don't want to go in, you know how it is. So I jammed a big old bolt in there to try to guide it. You know what I mean? There's no reason I want to go in, it's just hustle house, you know. So I'm going to try to nurse it in there, try to turn the crank, and try to do that kind of stuff. All right, you dirty dog. I'm not going to hear too much of this no word you're giving me. I'll tell you that right now. Got better stuff to do than take this huff from you. All right, let's see what you think about that, fella. Yeah, she did not approve, huh? Okay, I can be persuasive if you want me to. Well, I wouldn't give for a ratchet would stay on a socket. Nah? What's that worth? $1 million? Maybe. Feel engagement, honey. The car started to move there a little bit. Does that mean our luck has changed? Doubt it. Yep. It don't have to tell me it hates me, you know? But it's just...
So Urina's mine?
It's apparent. Okay. Laugh in my face if you want to. I don't care. I'm made of rubber, you know? I ain't got no feelings, I guess. If I get a big pride daddy on it. Yeah. Properly bend the bottom pulley. Yep, I did absolutely nothing. Yep. Okay, that's a failure.
She ain't doing nothing.
No. Hates my guts. Huh. You'll make me earn it, ain't you? Make me take back things I never stole. Well, now maybe if we wasn't dug completely into the firewall here, we could get back a little further. Think, Mama?
Yeah, open up
Clearly.
some extra space.
Clearly opened up them wires a little bit in the process.
They need to breathe.
Yeah. You let her down here a hair and commence.
Give her the beans, honey. Give her the beans.
It didn't budge. Didn't help at all. Did nothing.
Not for lack of trying, we can see.
Daggone it! I think it's just a matter of dirty splines, you know, because it's like halfway in there. It's engaged and it's halfway in there. It just wants to be ignorant, you know? No sense in being like that. You know you're going in there one way or the other. Nope. Nopers. Nope. There you go. What is your dealio? Ah, boy. Better let her down some. Absolutely nothing did that do. Yep, that ain't working. Nope, that ain't the way to do it. I'll be a dirty, filthy rotten. Yep. Yep, another 1/8 inch it would go. Oh, that really destroyed everything there. It was great.
I didn't do it.
All right. Get something on there now, sweet mama. Oh, oh. Ha.
Pretty glad
It don't want none of us now, mama. Let me crank that in.
you succeeded.
Whole thing's turning naturally. Nope. All right. It's got some tension on her. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Nothing's helping. Nothing at all.
Looks like you were getting her.
Well, it's pouring in there all kind of crooked, but I don't care, you know. Break that block right in half right now. I'd probably laugh about it at home. So I'll just keep inching her in there until I can get another bolt in. That's my plan. Something breaks, it was meant to be. This side here, well, not even close.
Jeez, just drive her on home. What I mean, looks like you're breaking something over there.
It's going to do what I say, okay? It's going to listen to me.
You break up a valve over there.
Yeah. It's going to listen to what I got to say. That's all I got to say. Not the picnic I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. There was none of that content family friendly. So take my word for it. We struggled to get that thing in there. And it's still not in there, okay? I was able to get one bolt bottomed out there. Got her as tight as I could. The other side's got a 1/4 inch gap in it. I'll fight with it later.
It's not a wrench.
I was fortunate enough to get the ratchet wrench like buried in there to where I can't get it back out.
Oh, love cakes.
Yep, so I got to get a wrench back in where the land where wrenches dare not go to try to take that out to get the bolt, get that out. So, how's your day going? Going pretty good? Dang, go! All right, let me keep operating. We did get the motor mounts engaged there, so it's kind of sitting in place. I probably have to get up underneath it to finish the belt bolts because you can't even touch them. I don't even know how we got them out. I did not say that F word. Did I? Sweet mama.
Nope.
Not
Not
once.
at all.
My lips was curled in the F formation, but I didn't
Fruit
say.
Loop came out
Fruit
instead.
Loop, yeah. All right, got the wrench out of there. By golly. Sweet mama smoked that other one tight on the other side. Thank you, sweet mama. My fingers, my digits would not fit in there. Figure we'll go ahead and throw this coil wire on here. It's nice and brittle. Hopefully it'll break off and I can make another one. Struggle bus extraordinaire tonight. That's what this thing is. Yeah, guys, you have to let me know what you think of that big old Hemi down in here. It's a 330 DeSoto is what it is. So it's got like 12 horsepower. And
Like a tractor.
and it has an original push button DeSoto transmission hooked to it. Well, it was, but it's here. And there is an adapter available to put like a 727 automatic or a 518 overdrive or a even a stick shift, Mopar or Chevy, whatever you want to put on it. There are options. They're not cheap, but there's options. To do so, I'd have to cut the transmission tunnel at the very least. I probably want a little wider tire on it, so I'd have to probably maybe get into cutting the wheel tubs up a little bit, you know, maybe put a narrower rear end in it. I just
What
don't
do you
know.
do with all that after you do it, if you do?
What do you mean?
What you do?
Huh?
If you do all that, what's your plans of doing something else after that? Is it just going to sit, or are you going to race it, or you going to drag it, or
Oh, no, it's just for looks. You know, it's
just for looks?
it'll probably won't even spin tire with that Hemi in it. It's just a big old boat anchor, but it looks cool, you know.
It's a whole lot of effort for looks.
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, they'd probably do better than this thing that went like 10 mile an hour up over King Hill, you know?
It's a Sunday drive. Ain't no time fast to be there.
That's the thing. This thing is basically a rod mower, you know what I mean? It's so slow and so underpowered that
This might be a GT.
it's cool to drive around in a parking lot, but out on the road, nah, not so much. Not so much. But, yeah, put in the comments what you guys like to see with it. I don't know. I'm still up in the air myself.
Did you get up from your little nap, girly? Huh? That was a long nap. Yeah. That was like, 24 hours. It doesn't count. Daddy's over here working hard, busting up his knuckles, and you're doing nothing. But getting calluses on your butt cheeks. How's that fair?
Like how I'm doing all the easy stuff and totally neglecting the stuff that really needs done, like the bell bolts and, stuff like that.
Mount bolts.
Sometimes you just need a rest from the action, you know what I mean? Let your knuckles heal up and calm the jets, you know,
Count to 25.
count to 20,000, something like that.
Oh, what are you doing all the way over here? I thought you were coming over my way. What is that? Did you mess it up?
This whole starter bendix, I think, is totally just about shot. But the new one just ain't happening, you know.
Oh.
So I'm gonna lube her up and hope for the best. It's making some funky noises.
You don't think after all these years she deserves something fresh and new?
'Tis the season to be broke, honey.
Oh yeah, I forgot about grandkids. Maybe they'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
We can get away with it this year.
Yeah, that thing doesn't sound good inside, but
Well,
she's going
stop
back on there.
touching it.
You know, but I gotta push start it.
It's like when we hear bad noises on the car. You turn up the radio. Stop touching
I ain't
it.
scared. Down in yonder.
Oh, that thing ain't no daggone half a pound either, is it?
No, ma'am. She's beefy.
Oh, looks like you gotta reach way down yonder.
Ma'am, get the speed wrench going on now. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Making up for lost time. Get everything mated up. Took me all day. Took every last bit of patience that I had left in my name.
Well, that's because you got the big old freaking Hulk hands. That doesn't sound like you're doing nothing. I see no resistance. Use a hard working red. You're so cute.
These wires really took a thrashing with all that activity we were doing. We need some heavy duty black tape attention here. Yeah, you don't dare leave the battery hooked up in this thing when you're not around it. She'll burn the place down. Well, the distributor cap's nice and busted. Glad to see that. Just jam that on there and pretend that never happened. Pushed in real hard.
Looks good, honey. Starting to buckle it all up.
I'm starting to get lazy. I'm
What?
tired of even looking at this thing, to be honest. I just want to go home, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep going. Keep going. Put the nut on the busted motor mount. Because it doesn't look like it's broke, but it is. Therefore, it's a total waste of time. But I don't care, because I got something to lean on. Which is
Need one of those ratchet wrenches.
much too long.
Save me some time.
Well, that's over in Sweet Mama's secret stash, and I get scolded every time I take one of them wrenches.
No, you've been putting them back. You're doing wonderful, love.
Get scolded.
Oh, look at that, honey. No more leaky faucet for you.
Fixed its wagon. That looks like something that's going over to the washing machine or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks perfect.
Yeah, busted knuckle. I mean, just tight.
What's that?
Try to get this Monstorius throttle bracket on here.
One of your customization.
One of my greatest
modifications?
inventions right here.
You did a fabulous job. It works, don't it?
Hey, no shame in my game. It makes the pedal go up and down. Yeah, that's all it really matters.
That's all that matters. Oh, that's not an overkill or anything.
I think I'll just booger these threads up a little bit so that won't
Let me see. Let me see.
have no hankerings coming back off there, you know?
Oh,
Maybe if that's what we do, that's what it'll do, you know?
dang gone.
Yeah, I like
Did it work?
this. I do. I mean, that's...
All that
like it.
customization and everything. All this buttoning up, doing it right. Wait till last minute. You're gonna have all kinds of people liking us.
Liking us.
Yeah, we got lots of new subscribers and even a member.
We do have a new member.
Yeah.
Adrian Bronner. Shoot.
Heck yeah. They need to get a hold of us.
I got on there and checked that out, and I seen a new member, and I was like, there's a new member, honey.
It's like Christmas.
Mhm. Yeah, super thanks. Have to get a hold of us. We'll hook you up with a little bit of something.
Yeah. Appreciation it. It was like Thanksgiving the other day. Didn't even know where it come from.
We have 7 members.
That's a good number.
It's a good number.
That's a very good
It's
number.
not as good as 8, but 7 will do, you know?
Well,
do.
I was going off the Bible, but okay.
But hey, anybody wants to become a member, just... I don't even know how to tell you to do it.
We can't give you hugs over the daggone YouTube station. Look at your eyeballs, honey. They're so cute.
But all jokes aside, we really, really do appreciate all the support. All you guys commenting and watching and
Heck yeah.
all that. you're keeping the boat afloat, you know, and it's doing pretty good actually. So thanks guys, couldn't do it without you.
Heck no, I never thought we'd get members.
Ooh.
I mean, subscribers okay because it's free, but members, why would they pay to see someone?
Yeah, hey, there's some folks out
That's so
there
awesome.
that we've heard that thinks that it costs money to subscribe. Nah, just click the button. You know, it doesn't cost you nothing,
Yeah, it's free.
and it helps us a ton.
Heck yeah.
And to like, share, all that, you know, the little bell thing.
That and we like the stories we've been getting told about people's vehicles and their father's vehicles, their son, like, you know.
We get some pretty heart
bonding.
wrenchers too, so.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty
know.
nice.
But yeah, we spend a lot of time in the comments. You guys want to hang out with us in comments? We're there every night, so.
Feels like we're getting to know them the way they are us.
Yep, hope to hear from you.
Yeah.
What in the mamma jamma Fayette County fashion we got going on here, sweet mama?
Oh, I remember those bolts.
How's come one got to be gigantic and one's got to be teeny tiny? You know?
I don't know.
I'm glad to see that I put all these hoses on here first. You know? And now I got to fish that thing down in there. This ought to be incredible.
Oh,
Tweak them
she's all tight.
old brittle Betty White wires off of there. Oh, there went a fingernail. I think the belt might be a little bit long, honey. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bit long.
How'd that work the first time?
Barely. Just barely worked. But,
Didn't we just do this? I didn't even see you take it back off.
well, I had to undo what I did to get the thing down in there in that hole down there.
Go show you how I pay attention.
I walk clear across the guards, give him a straight screwdriver again.
All right, I'll be right here.
We may or may not have just smashed the exhaust clear back in the back of the car when we were jamming the motor in there. So I'll probably have to hack it up to get it free, but I'm not pulling the motor back out. So
Oh,
I'll run without exhaust if I got to. That motor's not coming back out to free up that exhaust pipe. Nope.
it's just back there. It just needs to be up here.
Sorry.
Ah,
All right, look at
all right,
this
that's some
radiator in
distance.
here.
It's a little more than I thought.
Oh yeah.
Perfect fit.
I don't even know if you need any bolts, Mama. Maybe one on top, you know?
So yeah, it's probably a good thing you didn't take out that mud. You know, that does look like a
Yeah, a
little padding to
little
hold it up
cushion
there.
down in there.
You're
Yeah,
smart,
these
man.
super rigid hoses will keep her nice and taut in there.
Aw.
No extra effort needed. Got her going on now. Sweet mama. Once had 6, now it has 3. 3 don't hold it, 6 never would have. Right?
Absolutely.
Them engineers, they like to put lots of bolts in there, you know? I don't know if they know what they're doing. Nobody consulted me. Giant screwdriver. Stand on the ceiling to use it. All right. Let's have a gawk under here, see what we got. Yeah, that old exhaust is just jammed up in there behind that oil pump.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite the bear to get up one out of there, I think. Maybe. What a mistake. Who'd have thought the whole thing would turn?
Not I.
Hey,
Fixed it.
fixed it. Now maybe we get yep. I think we can do something with it now.
Nice. Hey, at least there ain't no little holes in it, right? It's
Yeah,
like
ma'am.
solid for a little straw.
Yes, ma'am.
Half an inch, whatever it is. So,
Wow.
where you at up here?
This might be a problem. We might have made a terrible mistake here. Oh.
Mistake as in you might have to rip it back out.
Well, I've got this exhaust and I have to get it up out of here.
Aw.
Yes, ma'am.
The only exhaust we got that looks super solid and straight with no holes you want to cut. Way to go, love.
What am I supposed to do?
Way to go.
What am I supposed to say?
Say you can rig it. For the first time ever, I want you to tell me you can rig it. Come on, we can hack
I
it.
don't know. Somebody got the best of me.
Oh, no.
Daggone it.
Shoot.
That's a pretty big blunder right there.
Aw.
What am I supposed to do now? Take the oil pump off? I don't know. I'm not going to say it was the easiest thing I ever did. That baby was stuck up in there now.
You just made it look easy, didn't you?
I did not. Yeah, I think the neighbors might have bore witness to what went on in here without even being in here. That was, was not pleasant. But it is on there now nonetheless. So we got to tighten up these couple exhaust bolts. We got one bell bolt to do, and I think we've got a oil pressure sender.
What did you say happened to motor mounts?
Well, I jacked up on the motor and it just ripped the mounts right off the rubber right off the metal.
Oh.
So both motor mounts are just for show now. That's okay. Man, oil pressure sender going up in there. Put the nut on that. I think we can crawl from underneath it then, Mama. Halfway around the world with your 9/16 wrench.
You're doing a fabulous job. Oh.
In the face! In the face!
That looks like a bad day.
All right, well, there's where we're at. The whole reason for the whole video is to get this little notch in this oil pan right here, so this could go up in there. This looks like it's got a little tweak to it, so you've been bounced off that oil pan quite a few times. Yeah, the old one went straight over and up, and this was just banging right off of it. So, feel a little safer now hitting them bumpy country roads, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it was all worth that effort.
yeah, well,
Taking the motor out and everything else.
this is probably one of the most miserable things I've worked on the last little bit.
Yeah.
And I put the motor in this, and I don't remember it giving me any trouble at all. So maybe I was holding my tongue wrong. Maybe it's that time of the month. I don't know. I struggled. I
I thought you
struggled
just
quite a
had that
bit.
last week.
Anywho, I think it's done down here as far as we need to be concerned. We'll let her down, put some water in it, and see if it'll fire up.
Put some oil in it. Gotta remember that.
Oil's optional.
Look at you, honey. You're starting to graduate and treating them all better. Instead of that generic crap.
Well, still ain't getting no new filter, so
What?
yeah. Don't get your feel goods in too much of an uproar here. And it's only 1 gallon. Hopefully it doesn't need no more than that, because that's all it's getting.
Think I'm coming out the hole, or you're like overfilling, or something's going on there.
Think so?
Yeah.
How's come? Ooh,
There's a little whatchamacallit there.
nothing there. What's that like that?
I don't know. He keeps throwing it out there.
No, I better check it.
What are you doing? Bless you.
Let's see, she's full now. Yep. All right, let's throw some water in it.
Yeah, it looks good. What is that? It looks like pee.
I don't know if it's orange or if it's green. It's got a couple different hues to it, you know?
Guess it don't matter then.
Don't matter, it's wet. It's going in there.
Look at there's bugs and stuff in there.
Them stink bugs? What is that, a ghost?
Yeah, it looks like someone spit in it.
A little moth action?
Yeah. Jeez.
What's the matter?
I think you'd at least put a sock or a t-shirt down there and cipher it a little bit. Filter. Clean her out a bit.
This is hardcore Henry here. It don't care what goes in it.
Henry's in its old age.
Say no, sissy.
It's a little brittle.
I'd venture to say that it's every bit as good as the antifreeze that was made back in the 50s, you know?
Well, at least she ain't putting plain water in it and throwing her
That's right.
outside.
It is about 20 degrees out. Well, I found my strongest dead battery over there in the pile. It's the one with the hole burn in it. But
Oh,
this
no.
thing is positive ground. So my positive wire goes on the negative and my ground wire goes on the positive. Why? I don't know why they did that, but be real surprised. Yeah, I'd be real surprised if we don't get a fire out of this wiring harness since we chopped it all up, jamming that big motor in here and whatnot. See, it's looking pretty pathetic.
Yeah, I don't know why we did that.
Yeah.
What was we thinking?
We can't handle ourselves around stuff like that, I guess. All right, let's see if it'll start.
Yes. Yes, I got to sit down. No, I did not rip one off. How good does this feel on your back?
Oh, honey, I ain't getting back out of here.
Exactly, that's what I just said.
I'm sleeping down here tonight.
Oh, no.
You'd think I'd be excited right now, but I know that battery's junk. You know, I'm gonna have to get back out. And we have to put the jump pack on it. And I don't know how to hook a jump pack up on a negative, positive ground car. So I just wing it and sparks fly. I'm kind of nervous about that, but hopefully we won't need to do none of that. See what she says. Starter's excellent.
Just needs a little comfort. She's back in her home. She's back in her spot. Maybe she's not used to being tight.
That battery can't be that dead. Something's up.
I'm just sitting here and do like nothing. What? I wait for him. What's that button? Oh, he can hear me. Never mind. Aww, that poor man. All he does is struggle. He gets the job done, though. That's all that matters. He gets the job done. Now, why don't you blow up the jump pack?
I don't know. Feels like something's wrong here.
Well, our first jump pack got blown up.
Ooh, the starter ain't happy. What if we even got spark?
Maybe I should go out and look to see if we got gas in the bowl.
Should have fired by now, huh?
I would think so. She never took that long. What's that? What'd you do?
Well, I got the key on and there's no power to the points here. How'd that happen? We could have done that. Did we rip a wire in half?
She worked just fine a couple days ago.
So they did something wrong.
To be continued. You looking deep in thought.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking what's going on here is maybe when I tighten this up, maybe that square head to this bolt that I'm tightening up might be shorting out against this point plate. If I turn that bolt, maybe it won't be shorted anymore. That's what's really happening here. And we can commence. She ran before, you know, before I touched it. Mm-hmm. So leave it up to me, you know. Let me try that. Okay, I got the meter hooked to ground. Ground to ground is beeping. So that should be grounded. When I open this, it should not ground. Okay, those points are working now. Before I did that, it was just ground all the time. So points were shorted out because of this guy. I want to take a second and tape some of this mess up. Look at them wires, would you? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
They look like a mummy or something, you know? Like a mummy movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, it's a perfectly good explanation of why I wouldn't run. We taped some wires up. We unshorted the shorted wire. And if we didn't burn our coil up, which is 10,000 degrees right now, it should fire right up. Got them fingers crossed, Mama?
Yes, I do, love.
Okie dokie.
Come on, girly.
I don't doubt that we cooked that coil. Baby was pretty hot.
I don't doubt we cooked the jump pack here soon.
Let me see what the problem is now.
Jeez. Why does that sound like the weather alert?
I don't know, Mama. Points are working. I think we cooked that coil. So do. Pretty sure we did.
Now we're going to have to borrow one. Where are you going to get one from now?
No.
This hour of the night.
That's a 6-volt one too. I don't think we have any 6-volt ones. Does it matter? I don't know.
Ouch. Ugh.
Here we are again, sweet Mama.
Third time's charm?
Yep. I think that coil was cooked.
Oh.
So I grabbed the oldest, ugliest coil I could find with the hopes that maybe it's a 6-volt. Probably ain't. It's the only 6-volt vehicle that I've got here that I can think of.
It's really old. It might be lacking some juice.
Yeah, so I don't know how a 12-volt coil will act on a 6-volt car. Probably won't work at all. That's my guess. See what she says. Probably flooded now. Just in time for the battery to be dead.
Come on, Betsy. We get the jump pack on it.
Jump pack's dead too. Dang it!
Take number 4. Action!
Now we got the battery out of GTX, which is junk. It's dead. Okay. It won't start the 440 GTX with the MSD ignition on it. Okay. MSD needs exactly 12 volts or more to work. This is 6-volt. It should have at least 6 volts in it, right? Am I thinking wrong? Luck factor of minus 27. It's probably not going to start either.
You ready to go home?
Man, jump pack's dead. I got a 200 amp jump starter thing. Do I dare put it on here and burn the generator up and everything else, you know? Just because I want to start it tonight?
No, I wouldn't. You might need that later for an emergency.
I just want to jump up and down on my head. You know, can I get my foot on top of my own head and just stomp it right into the concrete?
All you do is change an oil pan.
Let me go get another battery outside in the cold.
Aw. Don't touch the black car.
Now, this battery just started a Barracuda and pulled it outside right when we came here, which was 10,000 years ago, feels like today, okay? Earlier today, it did fine. So, what do we got?
Oh, honey. You're the king, baby. Better watch. Might run out of gas next. You don't know how much is back there.
It's good when it's good, you know? But when it's bad, it is horrible.
Just a rockin'.
Amp lights out, fuel lights out, they both work. Both warning lights do work. At least they did before I touched it. So it's got oil pressure. How much? I don't know. Enough to keep that light out. That's all I care about.
Is that the heater box?
That's the heater box. Let's see if she works.
Does it work?
Where's it at? Here?
I can show you.
Listen to that!
No way, it sounds like a wind tunnel.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so cool. What's that button do?
That is a cigarette lighter.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
works.
That little fancy button.
It's hot.
Why are you sticking it on your face?
It's
Hey,
cherry
burn
red.
scorch your hair here and there.
Shoot.
My little cubby pouch. Look at my little pouch.
That's-
I can stuff some
that's
groceries
one box.
and I can stick some drinks and stuff in there.
Some Jolly Ranchers right up in there so you could.
Yeah.
I'm getting intoxicated in here, are you?
Yeah.
She's pretty fumey. See there? Both of the warning lights work. So I trust him to tell me if there's no oil pressure. Well, honey, all we can do is throw the hood on it, and I can go home and lick my wounds. All right? It's too dark out
No.
to drive it around.
You ready for a man spa, baby?
I'm ready for a man spa, you know.
With some hot tea.
Some hot tea.
Okay.
Johnny Law won't be able to see it at dark time without a sticker, so we got to give him ample opportunity to ruin the holiday for us, you know.
Yeah.
You know how they do. They hit you right at the holidays with a massive fine, so we can expect one of those tomorrow. Till then, we'll be right back.
Well, guess what? I paid the AAA.
And the
You're safe.
AAA.
Exactly. So you break down, we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, we might be needing it. Sweet mama, put them on speed dial because we want to take this thing around the block, out in the cold. You know it's cold, so you know it's going to break down, right? If it's raining or cold, we'll be walking.
Absolutely.
So, without further ado, we're going to jump in this thing and try to make it around the block. See how it steers now that it's not, the engine's not sitting on the steering.
You're not going to check the tires or the gas or anything?
Oh, ma'am.
Oh.
Well, we fixed nothing, sweet mama.
What?
It still just wanders all over the road like it did before.
Aw.
But hey, I can feel better knowing that it ain't going to fly apart and put us in a ditch, right?
Right.
Chevelle, not impressed. Just tell it to you straight up. She was not impressed at all. She did like the heat, but she didn't like the swerving and falling off the seat and stuff. But
She looked like she can't wait to get out.
she can't. The heater's working good. The exhaust fumes are pretty putrid inside. But I'm just going to call it a job well done. You know, we had a couple days to put a video up, and we had something that needed done. So
Hopefully the couple that ask about it are completely happy or satisfied with it.
voila. Yeah. I guess that's all we got for you this week. I want to say thanks again to Adrian Briner, our newest member to the channel. And thanks again to all you guys who like, watch, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can watch some more. We appreciate y'all. So, guess we'll look around here and pluck something else out of the woodwork to work on for y'all next week. So, your guess is as good as mine what that'll be. So, tune in to find out.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.